All right, today's subject, human happiness. We're going to try and learn more about what makes us happy, what makes us unhappy, and more importantly, what makes us miserable. Starting with this video by C.J.P. Gray.
Happiness. Many will advise you how to obtain it, but maybe you're not trying to be happy. Your actions aim for the opposite. You want to be the saddest saddo sailing on the sea of sadness. Much easier to...
Sag. Who is trying to be the saddest saddo sailing on the sea of sadness? Apparently my chat if they lose even 5 channel points.
This video has 7 tactics to get you started toward the dark currents, at least one of which you are already doing. So let's begin. First, stay still. Remain indoors as much as possible, preferably in the same room.
Yes.
Be the human equivalent of a pile of laundry, which brings us to screw with your sleep.
First one I'm sort of okay on. This one is very applicable.
And to help in this, maximize your screen time. Staying on screen complements the previous sailing tactics. Boredom could drive you to motion, so let the screen entertain you. Tiredness can push you to sleep, so let the screen keep you awake. Sort of, as long as possible. Plus, screens help with number 4. Use your screen to stoke your negative emotions, to feed your anger or anxiety about things over which you have no control or influence. Do so only in meaningless token ways and be disappointed in the lack of change.
I think what he's saying from a happiness POV is like being upset about something, doing nothing to change it, and then being upset it hasn't changed. It's just not good for your mental. Whether or not it's earned, it's just not good for your mental. Like, for example, yeah, you might be like, I'm super sad. Well, no, actually, this is a bad line of thought because you're going to want to change it. But I was going to say, I'm super sad Atrioc doesn't play Paper Mario. And then you do nothing to change it, and then I don't play it, and you're still sad. But then I realized you might try to do things to change it, and that's what I don't want. That's what I literally don't want. So actually, never mind. This is a great way. It's a great strategy. It's a great strategy. You should actually keep doing it.
Set the productive part of your brain on vapid goals.
Nice!
Vague, amorphous, pie in the sky, irrelevant, delayed. Make the target unclear and the path unclear.
I will add channel points rewards in the future. And they'll be great. They'll be the best channel point rewards.
Focus on goals that are after what you wish to achieve. Learn how to market an app before you learn to code. This will distract...
What are you saying? You got a fucking problem with marketing, CJP Gray? Hack the cyberpunk formula.
Wish to achieve. Learn how to market an app before you learn to code. Direct it towards the mirage on the sea of sadness, the islands of happiness themselves.
Wow!
Pursue happiness directly. The human mind is such that by setting sail towards happiness, you will achieve the opposite. Imagine happiness as a place where happy people are happy all the time. This turns happiness into an unreachable feeling of constant bliss that no one has. Last, but most important, follow your instincts. Navigation deeper into the sea of sadness is quite easy, for there is a dark magnetic field that points the compass of your impulses in the right direction once you get started. You will want to stay indoors.
Yeah.
You will want to not exercise.
Yeah.
You will want to sleep in.
Yeah.
You will want to do what you know will make you sadder after you've done it. Your compass points the way, both in and out. So follow the true north of your impulses. And
what makes me feel like this the most is sour candy. I cannot resist eating all sour candy in my vicinity. And every time I eat a certain amount of it, I don't feel well. And yet, every single time I see it, I crave it. And so I have taken to not purchasing sour candy. Although on occasion, as in about, I don't know, a few months ago, I bought like a gigantic bulk box of Sour Patch from Amazon, thinking, okay, I'll just put this in the closet and dole out a little bit. I just put it right next to my fucking desk and just shoveled it in, over and over. So bad for you.
the human mind is...
I think the lesson of this last one is like, some people seem to think, you know, if I just do X, then I'll be happy. Like if I just get into this school, or I get this job, or I buy this car, or this person dates me, or it's a checklist. They think happiness is a checklist, and it obviously fucking isn't. Like, it's obviously a work in progress forever. And if you have good habits, that's much better than like one big thing. Is there another video about happiness we could watch? I kind of want to dive more into this.
What keeps us healthy and happy as we go through life? If you were going to invest now in your future best self, where would you put your time and your energy? What if we could study people from the time that they were teenagers all the way into old age to see what really keeps people happy and healthy?
They should do one right now. They should start with 800 cracked out Zoomers. 800 just dream stands and, Valorant ragers and people on Juul forums talking about their vape mods. Just get 800 complete full-on Zoomers, and I want to follow them over their life and just see what. I think that would be actually just so interesting.
For 75 years, we've tracked the lives of 724 men. Year after year, asking about their work, their home lives, their health, and of course, asking all along the way without knowing how their life stories were going to turn out. Studies like this are exceedingly rare.
I like they showed two women just be like, only men, huh? You only asked men. Cool.
About 60 of our original 724 men are still alive, still participating in the study, most of them in their 90s.
When he said that almost everybody in the study was now dead, someone in chat said, participating in the study killed 700 people, Monk a W.
We don't just send them questionnaires. We interview them in their living rooms. We get their medical records from their doctors.
Okay.
We draw their blood. We scan their brains. We talk to their...
We sneak into their house at night. We write down their social security number. We rob their bank accounts.
What are the lessons that come from the tens of thousands of pages of information that we've generated?
What's the lessons?
On these lives. The clearest message that we get from this 75-year study is this: good relationships keep us happier and healthier. Period.
Bam, bam, bam.
We've learned.
And that's why I have 2,000 friends in my Twitch chat. I was worried, but thank God I have 2,000 friends here. What percentage of you are primed? I'd say about half. 1,000 friends, though. 1,000 friends.
And the experience of loneliness turns out to be toxic. People who are more isolated than they want to be from others find that they are less happy.
Bro, that is a damning take on this past year then. Jesus. I'm going to make you a trade deal. You can have one of the years of your youth and schooling basically taken away and replaced with a isolated hellscape. But you get to grow up when this game is popular. Deal? All right, Zoomers.
So the second big lesson that we learned is that it's not just the number of friends you have, and it's not whether or not you're in a committed relationship, but it's the quality of your close relationships.
Quality
that matters.
Would really fucking suck to be lonely as fuck and click on this video looking for advice on how to be happier. Thanks, Connor. Thanks for bringing the mood up.
And the third big lesson that we learn about relationships and our health is that good relationships don't just protect our bodies, they protect our brains. It turns out that being in a securely attached relationship to another person in your 80s is protective. That the people who are in relationships where they really feel they can count on the other person in times of need, those people's memories stay sharp.
I'm calling Stans right now. If he doesn't answer, I'm going to have the worst 80s.
Please leave your message for Nathan Stan.
Those are the people who experience earlier memory decline. And those good relationships...
My memory must be declining because I already forgot about Stans. You know what I'm saying? Poof!
It might be something as simple as replacing screen time with people time.
We're doing both.
Or livening up a stale relationship by doing something new together. Long walks or date nights. Or reaching out to that family member who you haven't spoken to in years. Because those all too common family feuds take a terrible toll on the people who hold the grudges.
Bro, I've told this story, but I told it when I was playing Last of Us, so I had like literally 72 viewers. So I'll tell it again. My dad did this. My dad literally did this. We had a huge fight. I moved out. We weren't talking. It was mostly about how I liked esports and he thought it wasn't real. And we just didn't talk. We just, like, I would call my mom now and then, but we didn't talk. And he, at one point, broke the silence and came up to me and talked to me. I think we were at something. And said, like, really serious. And my dad is like a serious, military veteran kind of guy. And I know it was like hard for him to do this. And he said, I didn't talk with my dad. Like I'm gonna fucking cry. I need to fucking chill. It was like he like said like he didn't want that to happen to us. He said, whatever the fight was about, he and I was super impressed. I still think about that. I give my dad too much credit in these stories. I feel like my mom watches my stream sometimes, and I feel like she's left out. She's just been sweet and nice my entire life, so she doesn't get a cool story. I love my mom. But my dad definitely like took. I was way too stubborn. I would have never made the first move. I would have just never talked to him, which is insane because I love my dad. And he said that, and it was super fucking cool. It was like really cool. And then we squashed the beef, and now my dad's a huge softie, so it doesn't matter. But take the hat off, no. I'm Ash Ketchum when fucking he traded Pikachu. The Dalai Lama's Guide to Happiness. Let's see if this is any. Listen, we got one perspective. Now let's see if we can get the Dalai Lama's perspective.
In your experience, what makes you truly happy?
I believe it's the peace of mind. That peace of mind also is to come firstly warm-heartedness. That I think reduce ill feeling towards other, and also reduce this sort of distrust. I always open.
One thing that I think is the problem with current society is it kind of splits people. There's no large group of people that has any semblance of trust from outside their group. What about gamers? You're right. Wait, you're actually right. What is the largest group of people that everyone trusts? Gamers.
I think world, yes, there is a lot of crisis, a lot of bad things, but also is a lot of good things.
We have
The example of good things is Bono.
Things, but also is a lot
A Bono charity concert.
of good things.
Oh, a 5-minute video on happiness. This might be what we close out with.
Floss. It is essential for good dental hygiene.
That's it. That's the first advice on a happy life. That's advice number 1 is floss. What I want out of these videos is you to tell me the things I'm already doing are right. So I don't have to change anything, but I can feel superior.
Take a long walk now and then. Eat several servings of fruit a day. Don't drink.
Atrioc, he's talking about the dance move. Oh, in that case, I floss all the time. I floss like a boss, actually. That's probably why Ninja's the happiest. That's why when I watch Ninja play League of Legends, he's screaming with joy at his teammates.
Attempt to sleep at least 7 hours a night. And accept that he/she is never coming back.
Oh, damn.
Accept that the past is irreparable and dwelling on it will change nothing. Dwell on it anyway and then move on. Argue about politics if you must, but accept that the other person won't change their view if you start being a dick. Besides, even from a tactical perspective, being nice is always more likely to persuade someone anyway.
True.
If someone at a party tries to tell you everything is relative, invite them to exit the building from the 5th floor and see if gravity is also a social fucking construct. Do not be intimidated.
Okay. You don't have to be that aggressive. If someone just says, yeah, everything's relative at a party, you don't need to fucking threaten their life.
Try to eat less salt, try to eat more vegetables, try to accept that happiness isn't a constant state, nor does it come for free. It is a chemical reward for hard work, and to get more of it, one has to do more hard work. This applies to careers, relationships, friendships, and especially Factorio.
Hitman as well.
In the words of John Waters, if you go home with somebody and they don't have books, don't fuck them. Spend good money on mattresses. Don't put sugar in someone else's tea unless specifically requested to.
It's weird because I have all these books and I'm just not... I wasn't really pulling, you know? Good video. Interesting video. And with that, my friends, mon frere, I think I've reached the end of my stream.